Mark Newman is the founder of Electric Revolution Ventures, as well as a renowned expert, advisor and investor in semiconductors.
Yeah, strong results, mostly fairly anticipated, although perhaps slightly better than expected. And this is really powered by memory pricing, which has rebounded, which in turn is due to supply-demand balance. There has been a boom in demand for memory chips, partly, and a lot of that is due to AI. And there's a shortage, and so because of that, prices are going up, and that's really what's driving the profit rebound here.
There is a cloud on the horizon to all of this joyous news, of course. The union saying around 6,500 of its members are on strike, including more than 5,000 workers from the company's Semiconductor division. When the company says that there are no operational disruptions, do you buy that?
I mean, I have no reason not to buy that for now. I think, you know, what you're leading into there is, of course, it is a potential concern. If it does have an impact on operations, it will be severe potential impact to not just Samsung, but also the global memory industry, which in turn impacts AI as well. At the moment, that doesn't seem to be happening. But you have to understand that these factories, these semiconductor fabs, run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, consistently, constantly running. And they have to run because they're very expensive and they have extremely expensive equipment. And so even just a few hours down has a pretty big impact on the global supply-demand balance, which in turn has a pretty big impact on pricing for chips. And so it would have a big impact, but at the moment, I mean, I think we have to take the company's word for it at the moment that it has not impacted production.
We are very heavily dependent on Samsung, though, aren't we? I mean, I think Samsung accounted for, what is it, 45% of the global DRAM chip market share, 36% of the NAND flash memory chip market. They're both, I mean, we don't need to understand what they do, but I mean, it's worth saying that they're both essential components in computers, smartphones and servers, all the rest of it. Can you give us some idea, if this accelerates and gets worse, can you give us some idea on the impact this might have on the global industry?
Well, I mean, if it does cause shutdown for, you know, say a few days, that would be enough to create a severe shortage in the memory industry, which in turn would create a jump in pricing, and there would be a rush from customers, from Samsung's customers, which are the big names you've heard of. You know, NVIDIA needs lots of Samsung chips. There's lots of customers out there, you know, handsets, Apple, Huawei, and all these companies, PCs, they all need memory, DRAM and NAND chips. And so all these companies would go into a panic trying to get hold of more chips to make up for the shortfall, which would lead to a jump in memory pricing. But, you know, again, so far we're not seeing that happen.
Mark, good to talk to you. Thanks so much for coming on the programme. Mark Newman, the founder of Electric Revolution Ventures, talking to us there from Hong Kong.